Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving another first-time reaction to a ZUTOMAYO song. This time it's Medianoche or Medianoche. Hopefully it's one of those two, probably neither, but it's ZUTOMAYO. I expect this to go one of two ways. Either they're going to take it into a completely different direction that I've never experienced before, which is so very often the case when it comes to their music, or they're going to quadruple down on their existing style, which is still unlike anything that I've ever heard before, because their music, it is so chaotic, it is so filled to the brim with instruments and different styles and riffs that'll just rip your head right off. That's it. That's at least my expectation going into this one today. You can check out all my other ZUTOMAYO reactions and see my head just explode song after song, but super excited to check this one out today. Before we jump in here, I just wanted to thank Dragonfly for making this request and bringing some ZUTOMAYO back to the channel. But now, let's jump into it. It is fast, slow. It's kind of got that like that 8-bit style. Oh, it's a video game. Okay, makes sense. Oh, these lyrics. Lies sound like truth in the battle of deceit. Those lyrics. Dude, I will never be able to like handle just how fast-paced ZUTOMAYO's music is, because there's like a million different things that I want to like point out and I'm like, wow, that sounds amazing, and then another million things that like whiz right by me. All that to say, this is some awesome shit. So in her inventory here, she has a spade, an eyeball, and some pork chops, something like that, kind of like Minecraft. Medianoche. 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 What is that? I feel like I should know what that means somehow. Because, okay, when I read this word, like, I see median, so I think halfway, and I think noche, which is night. So if they like if they may have removed one N here, so it's medianoche, middle of the night, and then if you look at the clock there, it's midnight. Is that accurate? I mean, if that's not accurate, like, that's one hell of a coincidence. Medianoche. What language is Medianoche? My guess would be like Italian, because Nuit would be French. But this sounds Japanese, so I don't know. Wow. I don't know what's coming, but I'm just like bracing myself. There's zombies. Even if you boil or fry them, you can't eat them. And then there's a... What is going on? What is going on with these lyrics? Wow. So my true feelings are a night procession of demons, meaning like this entire time she has been suppressing her true feelings in either fear of retaliation of how others will react to her true beliefs. Maybe she's just like a chronic people pleaser, and I think some of the other lyrics kind of alluded to that same idea. And there's an ultimate tragedy when it comes to being a people pleaser, because technically if you are doing that, you're sacrificing who you are, and in the end you're not going to be liked anyways because you don't have any backbone. You just kind of acquiesce to everybody's preferences except your own. And the moment that you aren't what others want from you because you're being yourself, or you're being a different version of yourself due to other, let's say, obligations that you have, then you're going to be viewed as inauthentic. But that's true. You were being inauthentic and you were lying about what you actually believed and thought. That's why it's just so much easier to just tell the truth all the time and do your best to just be yourself all the time, despite all of the fear we have of being ourselves and the risks that that may entail. It is a far better, it's a far better trajectory in life to just be exactly who you are than to be some kind of facade of the self. Because in the end, it's coming out anyways, you know, with all the demons and such. Whoa, I like this part a lot. Dude, that is visceral. The video, I mean, sort of like, besides the 8-bit part reminds me of Avenged Sevenfold's A Little Piece of Heaven, with some of the animation and the darker themes, even about like the self-brutalization and the zombies and whatever, the kind of figures that stomp in the night. But I think I was more accurate than I guessed I would have been with my earlier assessment of this being a song about coming into your own, finding your place in this world rather than being something that you're not. Because if you have to ask yourself how to act, that means you're not confident within yourself to just be yourself and act however it is you're going to in a certain environment. And it makes sense. There's a lot of environmental factors and, you know, our childhoods and all the psychoanalysis you could do that lead us to minimizing who we are and being a smaller version of ourselves, people pleasing and kind of always allowing others to breach our boundaries without letting them know, because we feel like it's virtuous to allow others to break our boundaries, because if we don't speak up about it, you know, that avoids the conflict. But the problem is, when you are not allowing people to break your boundaries, you are doing them a disservice, because they don't actually know who you are for real. You're just allowing them to be completely laid out, love you, harm you any way in which they see fit. And because you don't exist as your own self, you've been inauthentic to them the whole time. And it's weird, right? Because you don't want to imagine yourself in the people pleaser position as being someone who is more of an actor in their isolation than they feel like they are. But in reality, that's what's happening. You isolate yourself when you put on the mask, and nobody else really can take it off for you. Some others are going to be able to see that you have a mask on, or maybe their interpretation is that it's on, but you'll know internally whether or not you're speaking from a place of truth or inauthenticity. And the thing is, it is hard to find your exact voice in this world because we are evolving creatures. The person who I was yesterday is different than the person I am today because I am constantly on the search for myself. But what I'm done doing in 2026 is ripping my heart out, destroying every internal organ that I have, and burying who I am just to potentially satisfy somebody else. But then at the end of the day, get slapped right back in the face. I really like this song from the meaning standpoint. I also really like this song musically. The thing with ZUTOMAYO though is that it is just so much all at once that is thrown at you. So to me, what I can say is the fact that none of the individual sections sounded bad to me. They all flowed together extremely nicely despite how fast some of these transitions are. That is always like a feather in the cap of ZUTOMAYO. I also really like the kind of visuals of the 8-bit theme. It makes me think of my video gaming days. And I used to play a lot of video games. I have stopped playing video games entirely because I have a very addictive personality when it comes to video games. I will sit there and get 99 mining in RuneScape like, I don't know, 10 times in a row, if that's what time and money allowed me to do. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today. If you would like to request more ZUTOMAYO on the channel, you can do so by hitting the first link in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.